Hello everyone. Today we are going to follow this book, New Enjoying Mathematics for Class 6, Oxford. And from this book we are going to do the chapter 10, Ratio and Proportion. So let's begin. Ratio and proportion points to remember. Definition of a ratio is comparison by division is known as ratio. Ratio is denoted by a symbol colon. A ratio has no units. We can read 4 ratio 3 as 4:3 or 4:3. It can also be written as 4 divided by 3. The two quantities must be in the same units. The first term of a ratio is called an antecedent, which means precedes, and the second term is called consequent, which means that follow. A ratio is always expressed in its simplest form. Last but not the least, the order of the terms in a ratio is very important. You need to be very careful in writing the order of the terms. Now we are going to start the exercise 10A of the chapter Ratio and Proportion. Two solved examples are already given. Express the following as ratio in different ways as shown in the examples. We have to mention in the fractional form, ratio form, how do we read it as, and write it in the simplest form. So let's begin with this one. 50 marks to 20 marks. In the fractional form, we can write it as 50 divided by 20. So here I'm minimizing it. 0 will cut with other 0. 5 divided by 2 is left. So in the ratio form, we'll write 50 to 20. We can read it as 50 is to 20. And the simplest form is 5 divided by 2. It cannot be simplified any further. Now the next question is 10 grams to 5 grams. In the fractional form, we are going to write 10 divided by 5. In the ratio form, 10 to 5. We can read it as 10 is to 5. And in the simplest form, we'll write 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. So 2 ratio 1. So 2 is to 1 is the answer in the simplest form. So here you can see that units are different. So we'll have to convert the unit. We'll convert 5 meters to 500 centimeters divided by 1. 500 to 1. We can read it as 500 is to 1. And after simplifying, 500 is to 1. Now 120 by 200, 120 to 200, 120 is to 200. Now we'll get the simplest form. We'll cut this 0 with this 0. Now we are going to simplify. 2 tens are 20, 2 6s are 12. It can further be simplified. 2 5s are 10, 2 3s are 6. 3 by 5 cannot be further simplified, so we'll write 3 is to 5. In the simplest form, now you can see 160 centimeter to 1 meter. The units are different. So we'll write 160 centimeter. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. So in the ratio form, 160 to 100. We can read it as 160 is to 100. And when we simplify, we'll cut this 0 with this 0. 2 5s are 10, 2 8s are 16. 8 by 5 cannot be further simplified, so 8 is to 5 is the simplest form. 20 by 3, 20 to 3, 20 is to 3. And the simplest form will remain the same as it cannot be further simplified. 8 hours and 1 day, you can see it's different. So 1 day has 24 hours, so 8 hours. 1 day has 24 hours, we'll write 8 by 24. 8 to 24, 8 is to 24. And we now simplify it. 8 ones are 8, 8 3s are 24. So 1 is to 3 is the simplest form. Isn't that simple and easy? Now we are going to do exercise 10A, question number 2. Represent the following as the ratio of the first number to the second and write in the simplest form. One has been done for you. This one has already been done. We'll start with part B. So 18, 36. We have two numbers. So we'll write it as 18 is to 36. This means that 18 divided by 36. Now simplify the two numbers. 18 ones are 18, 18 twos are 36. So we'll write it as 1 by 2. It cannot be further simplified, so we'll write in the ratio form 1 is to 2. And this is the answer. Now we are going to solve part C. 14 and 7. So we'll write in the ratio form 14 is to 7. Now we'll write in the fractional form 14 divided by 7. Now we'll simplify it. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14. So we got 2 by 1 is equals to 2 is to 1. Now you can see the order of the terms is very important. Now we'll do part D, 36, 8. We'll write in the ratio form 36 is to 8. We'll write in the fractional form 36 divided by 8. Now we are going to simplify the terms. 8 and 36 comes in the table of 4. So 4 twos are 8, 4 nines are 36. 9 by 2. It cannot be further simplified, so 9 is to 2 is the answer. Now part E, 96, 36. In the ratio form, 96 is to 36. In the fractional form, 96 divided by 36. Now we'll simplify it. So when you simplify it, both the numbers are divisible by 12. So 12 threes are 36 and 12 eights are 96. So 8 divided by 3. Now it cannot be further simplified. So 8 is to 3 is the answer. Now the last part, part F, 19, 14. We'll write it in the ratio form. 19 is to 14. We'll write in the fractional form. 19 divided by 14. But we can see that it cannot be further simplified. So it is in the simplest form. So 19 is to 14 is the simplest form. So it will remain the same. So students, we have done exercise 10A of the chapter Ratio and Proportion, question 1 and question 2. In the next video, we are going to solve the next questions. So don't forget to like, share and follow and stay tuned for the next video. Let's learn together as learning is easy.